For the past few years, the world of AI has felt like one giant, endless party. But believe me, a reckoning is coming. The era of just throwing money at the wall to see what sticks? Yeah, that's ending. A new and much harsher reality is starting to set in.
Mark your calendars. By 2026, the great AI gold rush is gonna be a memory. All that initial hype, the easy money, that growth at all costs mentality, it's all hitting a brick wall. And when the CFOs start knocking on the door, waving the bills around, that's when the real fight for survival and efficiency actually begins.
And here's the number that's causing the massive headache. Almost 28% of all cloud spending is completely wasted. Just gone. That's not a rounding error, folks. It's a huge systemic problem. This is the financial hangover after the biggest tech party in history.
Which brings us right to our first section, the AI hangover. It's that feeling, when all the excitement fades and businesses are left just staring at this enormous bill, wondering, what did we actually get for all that money?
And this graph, wow, it really just says it all. See that top line? That's the money being poured into AI projects. It's just skyrocketing. But look at the bottom line, the actual verifiable return on investment. It is lagging way, way behind. Companies are waking up to these massive recurring costs without seeing any of the game-changing returns they were promised.
So, how on earth did we get here? Well, that leads us to our second section, the vendor's hidden agenda. It turns out this massive inefficiency isn't just some accident, it's actually a core part of the business model that's been sold to us all along.
See, in the old days, you'd buy a software license, right? It was a one-time cost for a tool. Simple. But today, the model is totally different. They're calling it AI labor dispatch. You're not buying a tool anymore. You're essentially renting a massive army of AI workers that are constantly running, constantly consuming resources, and constantly, you guessed it, adding to your bill.
Vendor lock-in used to be about software. And yeah, it was a pain, but you could, in theory, switch to something else. Today's lock-in is so much deeper. As AI gets more and more automated, vendors are locking you into your most fundamental business processes. The more you automate, the more they profit. It's as simple as that.
And that bill is just unbelievably complex. It's not one clean number. You've got GPU costs that go up and down, fees for every single token processed, every data query, every little step in an automated workflow. The old AI charged you by the function. This new AI, it charges by the heartbeat. And it never, ever sleeps.
Okay, so that's the problem. But what if there's a totally different way to think about all of this? This brings us to section 3, when the rain comes. This is about pivoting away from the problem and embracing a whole new philosophy for how AI should really work. The old way, well, it treated AI like a box of industrial parts. It was super complex, heavy, and it was all about selling you more and more tools. The new way frames AI as an intelligent partner. It's centered around you, the user. It's effortless, and it's focused on one simple thing, building trust by providing real, tangible value. And this philosophy actually has a name, Pluvius, the Roman god of rain. Just think about it for a second. Rain doesn't care about fences or walls, right? It nourishes everything, everywhere. It's such a powerful metaphor for an AI that isn't some walled garden, but a life-giving force that just integrates seamlessly and helps things grow without creating new barriers. And hey, this isn't just some tech philosophy. It perfectly reflects a massive shift that's happening in the entire business world. We are moving out of the Jeff Bezos era of expansion at any cost and into the Andy Jassy era of disciplined efficiency. The goal isn't just to grow anymore, it's to grow smarter and way more sustainably. So how does this philosophy actually work in practice? How do you make it real? That brings us to section 4, the new financial playbook. This is where the rubber meets the road, the real actionable strategy for taming that AI beast. The paradigm shift is huge. It's moving from just delivering services to delivering results. The old way was all about manual audits and trying to fix things after the bill was already through the roof. The new way, AI FinOps, is all about automated optimization, using predictive AI to see costs coming, and directly managing the financial health of your entire tech stack. And the core strategy to do this is called Shift Left. Instead of waiting to deal with finance at the very end of the process, you build cost awareness right into the very beginning, into the architecture phase.
You have to remember this rule. For every single dollar you save in the design phase, you save $10 down the line in deployment. It's all about being proactive instead of reactive.
And getting there isn't some big mystery. There's a proven path. It all starts with the basics. In phase 1, just tagging and cleaning things up so you can see where your money is actually going. From there, in phase 2, you build intelligence with dashboards and forecasting. And then finally, in phase 3, you take active control by right-sizing your resources and using a multi-cloud strategy to really optimize costs. It's a clear journey from total chaos to real control. Now, this whole transformation isn't just about technology or finance. It's about people. It's about us. So for our final section, let's talk about your role in the storm. How does this massive shift change companies and, maybe more importantly, your career?
You know that traditional corporate pyramid with a huge base of entry-level jobs? It's disappearing. AI is automating that entire bottom layer. What's taking its place is more like a rhombus shape, where that entry level is much smaller and the real value, the real power, is in the core talent at the center. People with unique skills, deep industry knowledge, and AI literacy. The future isn't about managing people who do the work, it's about directing AI that does the work.
So, how do you become that core talent? Well, it comes down to 3 things that AI just can't master. First, creative judgment. AI can spit out 1,000 ideas, but it takes your taste and strategic insight to pick the one that actually works. Second, deep human connection. Things like empathy, negotiation, leadership, that's still your domain. And third, you have to become a masterful collaborator. Don't just use AI, learn to direct it, to challenge it, and to partner with it to fundamentally change how work gets done.
And this brings us to the final and most crucial question. The world we all knew, with its old structures and business models, it's breaking apart. A new order is emerging, one that's driven by efficiency and a true partnership with technology. So the only question that's really left is, how are you going to reshape your future to thrive in it?